Oaxaca is known for its history, the arts, but it's also known as the food capital of Mexico. It's been coined the land of the seven moles, and it is the birthplace of mezcal. We're Kyle and Jess. In the beginning of 2020, like everyone else, we were given a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to reflect on our path and purpose in life. By 2021, like many others, we came to realize there is no safe path in life and that nothing is guaranteed. So we decided to sell everything we own and see more of the world, experience different cultures, and seek out life's greatest adventures. Today, after 1 year of full-time travel, we are touring around Mexico and currently in the state of Oaxaca.
Now we've been in Oaxaca for close to a week now, and as much as it's known as the land of the seven moles and the birthplace of mezcal, it's also got a super strong coffee and cacao culture in this region of Mexico. Now one of the staples when it comes to breakfast time is that Oaxacan hot chocolate with bread, so we had to try it out. All right guys, so it was a little bit loud down there in the cafe, so we ordered it to go. Got it in a to-go cup. It's traditionally served in like a ceramic bowl-like cup here in Oaxaca. So this isn't necessarily the traditional way that it's served, but it's been prepared the same traditional way. Now, it usually is served with bread, but he suggested that we do it with a chocolate croissant, so we're getting extra chocolatey. Looks so good, Jess had to dig in a little early. But that's okay. Now, here in Oaxaca, they typically dip the bread into the hot chocolate. Ooh, you know it. Holy. I can feel the foam mustache. This croissant is so chocolatey too, it's hard to even tell. Ooh, it's extra frothy. We got it made with milk. The traditional way is technically with just water, but we have another chocolatey drink coming up later in the video that's more water-based, so we decided to go a little bit creamier and go with a milk-based hot chocolate. Oh my gosh. I've had hot chocolate, but usually like the powdery stuff. This is just, it's like the way hot chocolate's supposed to be.
Like Kyle said, I did already bite in. I couldn't help myself. Like, if you give me chocolate, I can't help it. Whoa. I'm feeling the frothiness. And it's so fresh. And the chocolate just like melts when you put it in. So good. I'd be really overweight if I had this every morning. And it's so much better with a beautiful view of the city behind us. Absolutely gorgeous. And the beautiful Oaxacan mountains in the background with the churches. Such a beautiful city. Over the last couple days, unfortunately, I got sick. So while I was nursing myself in bed, Kyle went out to find some street food.
Alright, babes.
Bye.
Love you lots.
Love you.
I'll be back soon. Alright guys, so we just got down to El Llano Park, a real popular park here in Oaxaca. It's been recommended by a lot of people through different expat Facebook groups and whatnot that we've seen online. One thing that they did mention is we will be able to find a lot of vendors. As you can see, there's one behind me, another one here. So definitely think we're gonna have to come back here with Jess. But for now, I'm on the hunt for some of these Oaxacan foods that I'm looking for. Let's go.
Memelas, empanadas, quesadillas.
Memelas. Tinga.
Tinga.
Sí.
Una?
Una, por favor.
Una de tinga, por favor.
Alright guys, so got myself a memelas. This one was one of the more popular items that I found through all of our research. Memelas, they're actually known as the breakfast of champions here in Oaxaca. It looks like more of a lunch or dinner item, so you know, I'm happy to have it a little bit later in the morning, early afternoon. And they heat up the tortilla, put the bean paste on there. Also, I got the tinga flavor, one of mine and Jess's favorite flavors in Mexico here. And then they top it off with that nice Oaxacan cheese. Got a little bit of the onions and jalapeno salsa as well. Spice it up and get a little bit more flavor in there. Can't wait to try this one out. I'm gonna bend it up a bit. Ooh, it's dripping all over. Oh yeah. The Oaxacan cheese is just so good. And I love that jalapeno salsa. Spice it up. You gotta love it. Tinga's got not too much spice, but a little bit of, it's got that saltiness. It's got a lot of flavor for sure. And with the onions, wow. Like I said, it's maybe a bit hearty for a breakfast item, but they call it breakfast of champions, so I had to start here. But I know Jess is still back at the hotel waiting for me, so I'm gonna finish this up quick and move on. Let's go.
Tejate.
Tejate. Sí. Un vaso.
Jícara, vaso.
Ah, vaso, vaso. Gracias. Gracias.
Although Oaxaca is known for its street food, we actually found it a little bit harder to find some of the items on our list.
They don't have our tortillas.
So much corn. I'm hungry.
Now, we were actually quite surprised with some of the items that we were able to find. There's a little bit of pickly taste in some of them. As expected, there is a bit of chocolatey taste in others, but for the most part, it was absolutely delicious what we were able to find. Okay, so I'm back here with Jess, and we've got pedrizo and tajete, which we'll start with pedrizo. Pedrizo actually supposedly translates directly over to stone bread, basically. And what it is they've got this traditional Oaxacan bread. The way that they prepare it is they put it on the roof so that it dries right out from the sun and it becomes like hard as rock. So that's where the name comes from. And then they basically douse it in this vinegar sauce with these onions, carrots, and potatoes, and then they just serve it in this bag here like this. So
yeah, it looks like a savory type of bread.
Yeah, but it's a vinegar actually. Like I thought it looked from the pictures I saw too. I thought it was more like a soup, but it's more of a vinegar thing upon closer look.
Wet bread in a bag.
Wet bread in a bag. We'll see how it is. That's the funny thing with some of these things. Like we try to be adventurous and stuff. I don't think we necessarily are looking forward to all of them. Like I'll do it, but then we're also pleasantly surprised sometimes. Okay, so you got it open.
What does it smell like?
I don't know. It smells kind of soupy almost, like a cold soup though. It wasn't served warm.
Like a spiciness.
It is supposed to be spicy. Did you want to take the first try?
No.
No? You want me to do it?
Yeah.
Okay, so we got a bit of the bread. We're gonna get a bit of the onion.
And it's got like this red spice all over it.
Oh, let's give it a go. It actually tastes real good. I'm sure if I had eaten it right away, it wouldn't have been as soggy. I think if you eat the outside part, yeah, it's probably, like, it doesn't taste bad at all. It's just like soggy bread. But the taste is actually like, I don't even know how to put it.
It's like a pickled spice.
Yeah, it's pickly, but
it's not really spicy. It's like,
but it's got like a bit of a zing to it. I asked him not to put too much. There's a bit of hot sauce in there. Let's see what the potato is like.
Yum. I want a potato. What's that like?
Not bad. It's hard to have too much of it. I could see it as a decent side. To have the whole bag to yourself, maybe a bit much.
Okay, what's next?
Now the next thing we've got, and we got a lot of it, it's tajete.
Tajete.
I hope I'm pronouncing it properly.
Whoa, look at all that sediment. Looks like mud.
That foaminess.
I think we need a spoon.
And what it is it's tajete is they take so it's a non-alcoholic maize and cacao beverage. So it's made with like corn and cacao beans, flour to cacao, and they ferment the cacao beans, but supposedly it's non-alcoholic.
Are we supposed to stir it?
No, it's just the foam that naturally arises. Cheers. Cheers. It honestly is not the most appetizing looking thing. It looks like,
I'm sorry. It
looks like water you do not want to drink. It smells good.
Yeah.
Whoa. Yeah, it tastes pretty good.
Really?
It's kind of like, instead of chocolate milk, almost like a chocolate water. That's what it tastes like. It's like chocolate milk, but just watery.
Just looks really unappealing.
That's what it tastes like, that chocolate milk, but just watery.
It's like this nutty.
Yeah, it's like a
water.
nutty chocolatey water.
I just can't get over the foam. That's what really makes it like different looking. You know what I mean? How does it?
It makes the whole thing look
it.
like it's like a dirty water.
Yeah.
Not like, but it's really flavorful and it's really.
It is. I was actually quite surprised in this one.
Yeah. And last night we had a real treat. We actually had tlayudas, which is one of the most suggested items since coming to Oaxaca. They're actually known as a Oaxacan pizza. We found this really great restaurant that features them specifically, nothing but tlayudas on their menu, so we knew they must be the experts. It was an unbelievable place to go. If you're ever in Oaxaca, definitely check out Tlayudas El Negro, a must find when you come to the city.
Alright guys, I got the chorizo and it is so good. It is filled with, I believe it's cabbage, cheese, beans, and it is so delicious. I couldn't help myself. I had to jump in already. It is filled with this Oaxaca cheese. Absolutely delicious.
Yeah, and I got the tasajo, which is basically like a Cuban spiced dried beef steak. It comes with these like pickled jalapenos and onion mix, and then this spicy guacamole sauce that just really tops it all off. Again, it's supposed to be like the Oaxacan style pizza. It's more like a quesadilla here. It seems like they just fold it over. But it's so crispy and gooey cheese. So good. Gotta love the Oaxacan cheese for sure. Hey guys, it's Kyle from the future here. Just a quick break from the food tour so we could let you know about this amazing travel-based community that Jess and I have been able to put together over on Wander, where you'll be able to receive up to 70% off your future hotel bookings and receive the same prices we do as full-time travelers. It doesn't cost anything to join. All you need is either a Facebook account or an email address. We'll make sure to leave the link for you in the description below in case you're interested. Now, back to the food tour. Alright guys, now that we've gone over some of the lesser known traditional foods here in Oaxaca City, time to get down to the real stuff. As we had mentioned earlier, Oaxaca is known as the land of the seven moles. Well, we are here at Restaurante Coronita, one of the most recommended restaurants in the entire city to get a taste of some of the most traditional moles in all of Oaxaca. They've actually got a platter where you get all 7 of the original moles of Oaxaca. Perfect for just 2 people, so we cannot wait for it to come out and get a taste of each one of them.
Alright, so we've already tried the negro before, but we're gonna go with something a little bit different first. We're gonna go with the amorido, which is like a curry flavor. So let's go for this one. He said this one is good with the tortillas, so let's try it. So this one has beef in it. See, I'm not sure if I'm supposed to, but I think I'm gonna add a little rice in it just because I love a little dash of rice. And I'm also gonna add a little bit touch of onion. Oh, I'm kind of nervous. So this is the amorido. This one is really good. It's like a light sauce. It's like tomatoey. It's good.
Yeah, when we were in the Yucatan, we had tried the negro one. Super rich. I'm willing to try it again. I'm excited to see if I like it better here in the land of the seven moles. But wow, this amarillo one is really, really good to start out with.
That one's got a kick to it. You can taste the jalapeno. It's got almost like a herby taste, like a minty taste to it. But it's not mint. Maybe it could be, but it's herbally. Definitely got a kick to it. A sneaky kick. That really comes up. And it's really light, very herbally. I want to say green. It sounds very silly because it is green, but it's got like a very light, leafy, spicy flavor with like a hint of herbiness. Alright, next on the list is mancha mantel. And they actually said be careful about putting it on any white clothes because it does stain. We have pork in this one and pineapple. It looks delicious. Smells delicious too. Let's try it. So this one, I'm not putting it in a tortilla. I'm doing it on the side with a bit of rice. Okay, you ready? This one is definitely getting stronger in the flavor. Definitely had like a very pronounced flavor when you put it in your mouth. It's definitely got a creep of spice to it too. It's almost barbecue-y. I know it's not, but it has this like barbecue kind of flavor to it. Smoky, kind of spicy barbecue. Really good though. It was really intense when I first put it in my mouth, but I did the second and I actually kind of like it more. Like my palate's more accustomed to it.
Guys, so the next one we've got is almond rado. Now, upon research, every list of the 7 moles of Oaxaca, none of them included almond rado, but every one of them had mole rojo. Although it doesn't have that reddish tinge, I got a feeling that this must be it or in the same family. Otherwise, I don't know why they serve it with us. But it's a chicken-based one. Another one that supposedly goes really well with the rice. So we're just gonna put a bit of chicken, get a bit of the rice here. Let's go, let's dig in. I'm always a fan of chicken-based stuff, so. Oh, it's different. Almost tastes cinnamony. Definitely not what I was expecting. I was expecting it to be, with the name almondrado, maybe almond based. Maybe it is, just other chilies and flavors in there that give it that different flavor. But it's definitely like, out of all of the ones we've had so far, it's like, ooh, I wasn't expecting that.
The cumin and cinnamon flavor does like really come out for a second. It's good, not my favorite. It's a very acquired taste on that one. Very strong cumin. Not bad though, but just I think it's a very acquired taste that one. Yeah, I think I'm good on that. All right, here we have coloradito. This one translates to a shade of red or on the naughty side, depending on what you're doing in the kitchen. So this one's quite an interesting one. This is actually our first chocolate mole of the platter. So this will be interesting to see what the flavors will be like in this one. Are you ready? Ooh, it's strong. And it's got that like dark spice mole. You know what I mean? When you think of mole, this is what it is. You know what I mean? I'm only going for a poquito because I don't think it's gonna be my favorite, to be honest.
A little hesitant.
Wow, really strong chocolate flavor. Really dark chocolate, spice, thick flavor. Not my favorite, I'm sorry.
I almost feel like we maybe started off the opposite direction we should have, because we started off with the ones we knew we'd like, and then the ones we were a little hesitant with we're like now getting into, and it's like, I don't know. It's just such a rich flavor, these chocolatey ones, but hey, when in Oaxaca, right? Let's do it. Whew. I swear it's good. I don't even know how to describe that. It was just such a rich, powerful taste. It would be very hard for me to eat a full meal of that for sure. It's the chocolatey based ones that have that real rich flavor, I think. But that's just the first of the chocolate based ones. Now this is probably the most popular and well-known mole in all of the country, mole negro. We had already tried this one, but we tried kind of like the canned prepackaged version. So I'm hoping that this is a little bit more up our alley, a flavor that we can enjoy. Now, it's another one of those rich chocolatey ones though, and I'm just not so sure. Little bit of a disclaimer there. We mean absolutely no disrespect by the faces we make when trying this. Just, you know, some of these flavors are definitely an acquired taste, and these rich chocolatey ones are right up there when it comes to acquired taste. But we're trying to acquire that taste by giving it a go again. Let's go, mole negro. Oh my god. Again, no disrespect. It's just such a rich, powerful taste. Wow. I'm trying to put my finger on what it would be like, but the closest thing I can think of is just like a dark chocolate, rich, dark chocolatey taste, but with a bit of spice in it, so not my favorite. I think I'm leaning towards the other side of the wheel right now.
Okay, so we got a little bit of history on this one.
Chivo is the mole we eat in the Day of the Dead. It's made out of corn tortilla, so it represents the circle of life for us. And it used to be made with ribs, and they were let out to, I don't know, para, se dejaban como afuera, so they would like rot a little bit, and they would represent like eating the bone and the flesh of the person that you just buried. So we eat them after we bury someone, after the funeral service. We eat it on the Day of the Dead, and after we bury someone, and it smells like carbon because it's made out of corn tortilla.
Apparently, you were actually supposed to start with this one first.
Be like this one, then green, then yellow, and then this one. This
Oh, we
one's
did it
fun.
right then.
You did it right.
Yeah.
It's just we're supposed to start with this one.
So, for some reason, it's not sitting right with me. I don't know if that makes sense, but like it doesn't. I kind of find it hard to swallow. Okay. It's an intense flavor and the spice coming up. I actually find the chocolate mole is way more intense, but this one just has this creeping up flavor that I just can't pinpoint.
Plus, it's also got like this charcoal smell and flavor to it from the way that they prepare it with like the corn tortilla and whatnot. So definitely a very unique flavor out of all the ones that we have here. Yeah, it's not as strong of a richness as the chocolatey based ones, but it's almost very peppery. It tastes like it's a very peppery flavor, and that's what's giving it that spice and kind of that like hard, punchy taste. I think it almost tastes like too much black pepper in something. It's like that one time that the top falls off of the pepper into your soup. It's like, oh, way too much. But no, it's good, and it's cool to have something that's such a traditional part of the Mexican culture. I feel privileged to say that. All in all, I'd say we are leaning more towards the sweet sides of the sampler though. Between the Verde, the Amarillo, and the Machamentela, it was probably our favorite ones out of the whole platter. At least mine. What is your favorites?
I thoroughly enjoyed the Verde, the Amarillo, and the Manchetta. I really like that. It has such a sweet and light taste to it. And for all those people out there saying they don't like mole and it's too strong and too much of that intense flavor, I think you're just eating the wrong moles. And I think you just need to broaden your horizon in the types of mole you're eating. That was delicious. But now it's time to go head on to the mezcal. Now another thing you have to experience when you come to Oaxaca City is mezcal. It is the birthplace of mezcal, and there are a lot of places you can drink it. We definitely recommend. We just came down to
Guerrero, and it's one of the places you can do kind of a do-it-yourself tasting. There are tours you can take, but I mean, if you want to go at your own pace and also save a few bucks, there's a number of mezcalerias that you can just walk in and they do tastings for you.
So we're super excited. We're not crazy into mezcal, but here we go.
But when in Oaxaca.
Oh, perfecto.
We are a family to do it mezcal. The brand is Bull Raw. The main is all men of respect or honor men. My husband is a 3rd generation for doing mezcal. And we, for the brand, we have 10 years. We have 2 types of agave.
Okay.
We have espadín.
Espadín?
Espadín, yes. Is agave for cultivator. We farm. We have more. And we have for this is wild agave. We don't cultivate it. We collect it in the mountain. It's small batch.
All right, we have just started our mezcal tour. We got some nuts, we got some banana chips, and crickets. Ooh, we've tried them before and it's a little bit scary. Now, we just started our first mezcal, and now we're supposed to put a little bit in our hands, rub it, and we can get the odor of it so we can start getting our taste buds and our senses used to it. So let's try it. She said just a little. Okay.
You smell and you
Okay.
taste. This is cooked agave.
Cooked agave.
Yes.
So I
You taste.
just peel, do I just take a little bit?
Yes. You smell and you taste. It's sweet.
So this is cooked agave. Wow, it's strong. This is delicious. That's sweet.
It is sweet.
Sweet.
It's hard to put my finger on what it tastes like. It's like a sweet raisin or something. It's hard to tell. The agave comes with 4 different notes. That's why we're smelling it in. It starts with the agave. You want to have that first note down pat. And then after the agave, you get that smokiness, the smoky flavors. There's also a note of earthiness in it. And then, of course, the alcohol.
That's not bad.
No.
It's not bad.
Now you taste a grasshopper.
Ooh.
How do I eat it again? Do I just eat it?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's delicious.
It's looking nut.
It's good.
I feel like I'm really testing myself today. Oh, it's spicy. It's spicy.
Spicy. It's kind of like a chip. Just kind of look at it like a chip. I don't think knew we were going to be eating crickets and worm salt coming in here.
No.
It almost tastes like a seasoning salt.
Yeah.
It's like,
Kind of smoky.
I find it's going down smoother.
Yes.
Ooh. Ooh, that was a different one. Yeah, it's like, at first it was really intense flavor, and then it went down, and it's not like burning or anything. Like it just, the first part was almost like intense. Does that make sense? Here, you try it.
Yeah, so the first time like with a harder, like a higher alcohol content spirit that I've ever like swished it around and really got the flavors of it. Usually it would be more of like a shot style for us if it was like just a pure straight spirit or mixed into some kind of cocktail, but this is a nice way to get the flavors of it without it being too strong, because you've got some of these other aspects that help bring out the flavors and also clean up your palate in between each one, so it's really good. Yeah, I don't drink too much, so these are I'm starting to slow down a wee bit. Just a couple of minutes. The pineapple smell, you can really smell that, yeah. So this one's Espadín Distillado con Piña, which means it's distilled with the pineapple. It's really, really good flavors. Yeah, I mean, my face probably doesn't say it either, but that one feels like it goes down smoother, and it's surprising because, yeah, it's got the flavor, but just looking at the label, it's actually the highest alcohol content at 48%. So even though it's distilled, so even though it's got the highest alcohol content, it's actually one of the more flavorful ones because it's got that pineapple distilled with it.
Oh, you can smell it.
Yes.
Whoa. Whoa, you can really smell it. Okay, ready? Whoa. You can really taste it.
It's very pineapple-y.
Yeah. Whoa. And the smell, it's very, yeah. Wow. That's good.
Yeah.
That one goes down smooth.
Your watery eyes would say that. Wow. So she was kind enough to give us another sample here, the 9th one. And it's another wild one, and this is a special treat because it actually takes up to 20 years to grow the agave that they need for this one. So if you went back-to-back batches, you wouldn't have even gotten done the second batch of mezcal in my lifetime. So very special treat. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
Ooh, that one's got a bit of a spice to it, eh?
It's got a kick to it,
It's got definitely a kick to it. Still got that smokiness, which we love in this mezcal, but that initial bite right away, it's like an initial like pop spiciness. It's really good for sure. Yeah, no, I like that one for sure. I think I'm leaning more towards the wild ones, more so than the Espadín. The Espadín is great too, don't get me wrong, but I like the wild ones for sure. So as we had said, Oaxaca is known for its flavors, specifically the mole and mezcal, and I don't think there's two better places in all of the city that we could have picked to try them out.
We were so happy. It was so delicious.
Yeah, Restaurante Carrarito was an amazing place to try mole, and when it comes to the mezcal tasting, I don't think there's a better place than Guero, where we went to just now. The owner was absolutely great to us. She gave us a little bit extra while we were doing the tasting, and even gave us a little bottle to take home with us of our favorite kind.
She was so great. Yeah, delicious.
It's a family-owned business, and you can tell there's a lot of passion that goes into their preparation. A lot of love in the way that she displays the different flavors. We definitely strongly suggest if you're in Oaxaca and want to get a flavor of mezcal, go check them out at Guero. We'll leave the link of their Instagram so you can find their address in the description below.
And thank you so much for watching. We hope you really enjoyed it. Make sure you click the like.
Yeah, and smash subscribe so you can follow our journey through Oaxaca and beyond. Coming up next, we're going to be going to Mexico City here soon. We do have one more video left for you for our favorite spots and things to do here in Oaxaca. So make sure you ring a ding ding dong that bell so you don't miss that one. And we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.